what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Rick back again. Got my channel up and going once again, man. Got a new little changes up to it, man. So for my today's topic, man, I just wanted to run through a couple of things that's been going on with the Cowboys. Kind of just a recap of everything. Instead of making a 20-30 minute video, just sum it down to a couple minutes, give my thoughts and everything. So let's go ahead and dive in to Rick's playbook, man. So the first things first, man, I want to catch everybody up on what's been going on in camp and pretty much all the new signings that's been happening around the Cowboys facility, man. So everything is pretty much going according to plan. The offense still is looking pretty decent, man. The offensive line is looking a little bit better. They're looking a little bit more composed. It looks like they're sealing off the gaps, the holes. They're making it a little bit more wider than they were last year. Rico Dowdle still looks pretty good. It looks like it's still going to be a 1-2 punch with Zeke and Rico. I still feel like the Cowboys still need that legit veteran running back, man, even though it's kind of hard for us right now because I feel like the Cowboys should have addressed this in the draft. But since they didn't, man, we're kind of left with what we have right now, which is going to be Rico Dowdle and Ezekiel Elliott, which isn't really going to say much. I mean, Rico Dowdle's going to get the most of the reps during the games, and I think Zeke's just going to be that second back. I wouldn't even say a change of pace of back, but just he's just going to be the rotational back coming in, man. I would love to see what Deuce Vaughn could do. I still have really high hopes for Deuce Vaughn. I still feel like he can make an impact, man. He would be a legit change of back from what Rico Dowdle would do. I think Rico Dowdle could be our bruiser, and then I think Deuce Vaughn can be a little bit of a dual threat. He can hit the holes and catch the ball. And he's for sure a change of back, man. I know he has some speed and some burst capability with him, man. As of course, we all know about the CeeDee Lamb contract. As of right now, the Cowboy just offered him just shy of $33 million a year, which I just got heard this afternoon that CeeDee Lamb actually did decline it. This is pretty much typical Jerry Jones and them type of deals, man. They always do this with every player. I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't go. I wouldn't be surprised if they start the season without him, maybe the first game or two or so, because it seems like that's the only way Jerry is going to understand and realize he's going to have to pay him what he wants. I mean, he's always known for just doing these, well, let's see if I can hold out and not pay him what he's asking, trying to get the best deal possible, but we always known that that's never really worked out. Ezekiel Elliott held out. Zeke won that battle. And, you know, I don't know what it is about Jerry, man. I feel like Jerry could have done all these deals ahead of time, saved him a lot more money, since I know that's what he's doing this for anyways, is to save money. If he would have just did it during last year, it would have been a lot cheaper for him before Justin Jefferson got his deal and all that, man. I don't know why Jerry does that, but we all know, I mean, Jerry's just going to be Jerry, man. I mean, this is typical stuff going on. Brandon Cook is still shining. You know, he's going to be, I think he's going to make a bigger impact than he did last year. You know, last year he was still getting accumulated to our system, our offense and stuff like that, getting accumulated with the head coach and all that stuff and the plays. So I think he's going to be a real step up. As of course, Jalen Tolbert still continues to make strides. I also like the receiver Ty Billy Johnson. I feel like, and then Jalen Brooks, I feel like they're going to be really good backups for us, man. I think our wide receiver group is pretty much shining right now, man. And our offensive line is doing good. We're a little bit thin at tackle, man. I think Cowboys need to do something, going to free agency or something, man, to get some more depth, man. And speaking on free agency, and our defense, to wrap this up a little bit, I feel like our defense is coming together, man. I feel like Mike Zimmer is the perfect coach for this defense, man. I feel like for once, I feel like our defense is being held accountable for everything. You know, if your assignment is for this gap, man, and you're not there, Zimmer's going to get on your butt about it. And I feel like that's exactly what the Cowboys needed. I feel like they needed a little bit of old school mentality. I feel like in the past they had too much young mentality, which is good. I mean, it's always good to have young players, young athletes, fresh and ready to go and all that stuff, man. But at the same time, you know, with the coaches we had previously, like Jason Garrett and all them, it was always just a clapping game, you know. If the defense missed a tackle or a blocking assignment or blown coverage, you know, it was always just a clap. We'll get up next time, guys, you know. But that can also be contagious. I feel like our players got accumulated to that. It was just always okay for our defense to just miss a tackle, and it would just be on to the next play. But I mean, it's okay at some points, but man, it can't be like that every time. And I feel like that's what was wrong with our defense in the past. But I think Mike Zimmer will get our boys back into that old school mentality where that was your assignment, you messed up, you need to be held accountable for it, and so on and so forth, man. So I think our defense is really going to be a little bit better. I think the Cowboys could be in position to make a stronger push than they did last year, hopefully. I think that's what all of us Cowboys fans are hoping for. And obviously hoping that CeeDee Lamb gets his contract, because we obviously would need him. And then with the additional signing of Jordan Phillips and Carl Lawson's, man, I know some of us Cowboy fans are going to be happy for them making depth signings and stuff like that, which is going to be good for our defense, man. Because with a guy like Jordan Phillips, I know some of us Cowboy fans, there's always going to be some of us fans that are never satisfied. Oh, well, it wasn't a Chris Jones type of signing or Justin Simmons type of signing for a defensive tackle. Man, look, hey, for Jerry Jones to at least make some type of signing or a trade for a defensive tackle, man, that's great, bro. Because all we had was Mozzie Smith. And who was behind him that you felt confident enough? There was really nobody. We don't really need, just for right now, we don't really need a big, a solid person, man. Just his presence alone, his size, a 6'6", 330-pound person, it's gonna cause opposing teams to account for him, man. It's gonna take a whole center and half a guard to try to block such a dude like that. And with teams doing that, it's gonna cause a lot of one-on-ones for the 3-tech, both the defensive ends on the side, man. It's gonna open up the offensive line for our linebackers to hit those gaps, man, and cover them, bro. It's gonna give the quarterback less time to throw the ball. It's gonna make our cornerbacks, man. It's like a domino effect, man. So even though it's not the greatest signing in the world, it's a step up for what we needed to make our defense just that much better. Give the pressure just a little bit more off the other players, man. And with our linebackers shining, DeMarvion Overshown looks great. Leah Fowl looks good from our rookie linebacker from Notre Dame, man. I feel like our defense is gonna be pretty solid. Carson is looking good, man. He's looking like he may be in the running for a hell of a year, man. As long as he continues to develop and learn up behind Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland, which that's going to be fun to see both of those players on the field at the same time, man. I think everything's coming along slowly but surely, man. I just think that they need to get CeeDee Lamb signed, man. If not, at least make a decision. If you're not going to sign him, move on. And but Jerry has that old school mentality, man. No one's gonna tell him to do anything. So at the same time, we're just pretty much up to Jerry Jones's mercy at this point, man. We just gotta pretty much, it's the waiting game, which we all know this is what Jerry does and everything, man. But overall, man, I think Cowboys are gonna have a solid year this year. Obviously, I have high hopes, but at the same time, I understand what we lost and what we only gained back so much. But like I say, man, I'm just going through this year with a lot of optimism this year, man. And I'm going to be doing another video after the Raiders game to kind of do a recap on Trey Lance, which I'll just give a couple seconds on Trey Lance, man. I feel like everybody's just rooting for him so bad to be the Cowboys starting quarterback, because I feel like half of us want Dak, half of us don't want Dak. And I feel like the people who are complaining about him not being ready, we should trade him, or the guys that wanted him to be our starting quarterback starting week 1, which, I mean, we only gave up a 4th-round pick for him. Some people may say that's a lot. Some people say it don't. But at the same time, he's our 3rd-string quarterback, man. Yeah, he's struggling, but, I mean, he's still one of the youngest players out in the league right now. He's already been in the league for some years. Man, just let him learn. Let him go through it, man. Let him just keep getting the reps. If he pans out, he pans out. If you don't, I mean, now we know Dak's still our quarterback. So you see what I'm saying? Right now we have the luxury of both worlds. We still have Dak and we still have him. So we'll see how it goes, man. Let's see how Trey Lance does in this game. He did all right last game. I feel like last game he had a lot of nervousness to him. I feel like he was just shaking the rust off. But if I'm right, then he should play a lot better this game. If not, well then, I like come back to what I said. At least now we know, man. Well, that's been my time, man. Just wanted to make a video after I've been gone for a while. Changed my name from Cowboy Rick to Rick's Playbook, guys. I appreciate all my subscribers that are here. Shout out to Law Nation. I was just on live with him the other night or two ago when we traded for Jordan Phillips. Shout out to him, man. Well, like I said, man, I'll be back and make a video right after the game is done, after the Cowboys play the Raiders tonight.